One of the more incredible things with bats is that they're really resilient. In many places, we see that the bats can adapt them, to more urbanized habitats. But roosts are critical for these species. Caves are critical for these species. If we lose these caves, we lose the bats. So we're working with the communities, we're working with our local partners in order to protect these roosts and their habitats surrounded, and that is going to be enough for the bats to survive.
We're just next to Kaboga Cave that is very threatened by rapid development. For me, it's quite impressive to see that they're still surviving in those caves. I personally would have thought that the amount of development and how close it had encroached already to the cave entrance would have been so disruptive to the bats that they would have left. But the bats are still there. The bats seem to be quite resilient, and I think what gives us hope is if there's just no more encroachment to these caves, if we manage to protect the shrubland and the trees that surround those caves, to protect the cave entrance, to make sure the microclimate in the cave remains stable, to make sure that no more people can go inside the cave and disturb the bats even further, that will protect the bats there long term. And I think this is where it was so important for BCI to come in and step in and make sure that we can get to that point. Because otherwise nobody would have done that. And it just made me realize the other day that we are actually often the last line of defense for some of these bats.